Okay, up top here with our defensive end tackle. Okay, not bad with the feet, not bad with the hands. What I don't like to see is how he exposes his chest, though. Now, he can get away with it because he's much quicker and faster than this offensive tackle. Watch his feet. Watch his hands. Push, pull, slip over the top. Look at how his feet are constantly moving. Defensive linemen, you have to have your feet and hands always moving. Fast hands, fast feet. Okay, but again, I don't like this right there. He has completely exposed his numbers. He's exposed his chest. An offensive lineman, all he has to do right now is punch hard and lock out, and he is done. Okay, so we never want to expose our numbers. Okay, good push-pull. Okay, notice right here, push-pull. Now, they're just in T-shirts here, but when you have pads, there are all kinds of places where you can grab, push-pull. Makes it much, much easier. Okay, he keeps the feet moving, keeps the feet moving, keeps the feet moving, keeps the feet moving, go for that football. Okay, so he turned a negative into a positive simply because he kept his feet moving. Can't emphasize enough how important that is to keep your feet moving at all times. Okay, our 5'9", 300-pound nose is still trying to swim without setting it up right. Again, he is very powerful, very strong, and needs to use that. A bull rush, push, pull, something of that nature. Just a straight up rush with a rip. Okay, he tries to go with the swim, but look at, he tries to swim, and he's right in front of that offensive guard. Okay, you don't want to do it. You want to pick on a side. You got to set it up. You got to either chop and swim or push, pull and swim. You don't want to just swim just by itself. Okay, it's very hard to complete a swim move just by itself. You always want to set it up with something else. And you can see why the offensive tackle, or excuse me, the offensive lineman here is able to just continue to keep blocking him because the nose didn't get his hands off him right from the beginning. You guys can see how important those hand fights are. Getting that separation from that offensive lineman. Okay, here's an example of attacking with your chest. And this is exactly what we do not want to do when we're pass rushing. Okay, this is probably the easiest block for an offensive tackle to make. Right from the start, our defensive lineman is exposing his chest. Still exposing his chest. Still exposing his chest. You can see, look at the leverage and body position the tackle has on him. He's up almost all the way jacked up sky high here. That's not what we want. Okay, we just gave the offensive lineman all the advantage simply because we exposed our chest. Still exposed. He tries with the slip, but it's no good because he doesn't have proper body position. Okay, that's just an easy block for any offensive lineman there. You've got to set it up first. This defensive lineman knows that he's got a potential lunger for a blocker here, so he's going to set it up. He knows he's a lunger. Try to get those hands off. Quick swim over the top. Okay, now this one worked purely based on speed, and this is what I was talking about earlier. If you have a guy that's quicker than your opponent, use that to your advantage. Use the quick speed moves. Okay, don't use a power move. Use what your strength is. In this case, we have a slower, stronger offensive lineman and a quicker, faster defensive lineman. Okay, so the swim move is a good advantage in this situation. Now, I would have liked to see more of a chop, get those hands off from the defensive lineman. So he should chop hard there and then swim over the top. Now lean inside, lean inside, lean inside once he's around him. Okay, that's a pretty good job there of a swim move. All right, we're back up top here with our defensive end offensive tackle. Exposing the chest, we don't want that. Offensive lineman has good separation, keeps his separation. Okay, that defensive lineman is done. Okay, that's a good job by that offensive tackle there. Again, as a defensive lineman, an end in this case, don't expose the chest. Give him the shoulder, drop the shoulder down. Give him the shoulder and only the shoulder. Offensive lineman, I mean, he's got an easy job. All he has to do is punch. And that's all he's really doing, punching and moving his feet. Don't make it easy for the offensive lineman. Give them the hardest target you possibly can. That means don't expose the chest. That means drop the shoulder. Give them that small target. That means run your feet. There's a good rip move right there. Now, here's a good example. Our nose, on this play, figured out, you know what? Okay, maybe coach is right. Maybe I'm not a good swim move because I'm not quite as quick as I'd like to be or think I am. So I'm going to use my power move. So what does he do? He throws a hard rip, accelerates the feet straight onto the quarterback. There's your rip. Lean in, lean in, lean in. Keep running the feet, keep running the feet, keep running the feet. That's a good rip. That's a good job there. Again, you have to know your strengths. You have to know your players' strengths, and your players have to know what their strengths and weaknesses are, and they have to be able to use it to their advantage. Okay, here's a poor job of a rush right here by our defensive end. Good job by the tackle. Our end is going to try to come inside, but again, he doesn't set it up properly. Hard, hard, hard. See how he's moving? You can tell within first step that he wants to come inside. Okay, he has to get that offensive tackle to commit to the outside first and then cut underneath. Okay, otherwise, just keep coming around the outside. Okay, run that rip. Again, he's exposing the chest, trying to lean inside. Not going to happen. Now, a guy like Nate here, who's very quick, very fast, his best asset is his quickness. He just needs to speed rush the outside with the rip. That's pretty much all he'll ever need. Speed rush with the rip. If he gets in trouble, use the rip and slip. And that's pretty much all he'll ever need with his quickness and speed. There's not going to be many offensive tackles out there that are going to be able to block him with his speed as long as he uses good technique. If he keeps exposing the chest like he was, then it's not going to matter. All right, now we're just having a little fun here. This is our offensive tackle getting some time at defensive line. Got to keep the players happy. Let's see how an old offensive tackle does here against our nose. Okay, he's trying to throw the rip, trying to lean in, tries the stab, ain't having it. That's all right, though. That's why he's an offensive tackle, not a defensive tackle. That's fine. We'll take that. Here we go again with the offensive tackle. Hey, got a half a sack there. We'll take that. Thanks for watching this video, coaches. I hope it was very beneficial for you. I hope you'll be able to use these techniques for your own defensive linemen. If you need to contact me for any reason, or if you would like a copy of the PowerPoint presentation, I can email that to you. You can contact me at my website at www.thelinemanfactory.com. Thank you.